Humberto Acosta. All right, who's the prosecutor on Humberto Acosta Jr.? All right, counsel, on this case, have you received all discovery?
I am still in the process of getting it, Your Honor. Additionally, after speaking with my client, he has told me that he is suffering from certain mental issues. And the incident in question, possibly there may be an insanity issue involved. So I'm going to go ahead and file motion for competency and insanity.
Right. Thank you, counsel. Ms. Ferguson, defense is going to file a competency evaluation. Call this for the last week we're here. All right, so this is going to be recalled for December 18th, just to make sure you don't get lost in the system. Do you have any questions about anything?
No.
All right, so your attorney is going to file a motion so that a doctor can speak with you so that we can make sure you can proceed with the remaining of the process, okay?
Sure.
All right,
All right,
thank you. Have a
Judge.
good morning. Thank you.
Sir, for calling about this one.
All right, D'Amber Cross. All right, just a second. Deputy Laura, if somebody can make the announcement outside for D'Amber L. Cross. Court is going to call 2025 CR 013339 State versus D'Amber Cross. This is Criminal Trial Division. Could I have parties announced for the record?
Alma Benavides for the Amber Cross.
All right, this hearing was scheduled at 9 a.m. It is now 9:18 a.m. We're here on a violation report. This is the defendant's sixth violation report. According to the violation report, the defendant has not made contact with pretrial services. Deputy, did you make an announcement for the defendant?
Yes, ma'am. No response.
All right, defense, have you had any contact?
No, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Your Honor, we're asking for bond.
All right, the court will issue a judge's warrant, remand your client without bond. If he makes an appearance, the court will reconsider.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
Good day.
So when somebody is on a PR bond, they have to report to pretrial services. Sometimes they have to report to pretrial services, even though they're not on PR bonds. And so pretrial services, it's similar to probation in the fact that people have to check in, take UAs, and it's supposed to address any issues they have. But when it's a violation, if you don't check in. So this person is charged with possession less than a gram, which is a state jail felony. So I've given him chances to make contact with probation, given his attorney a chance to try to contact them, and there's nothing else you can do. All right, Jonathan Cadena. Yes, so have you all worked out an agreement?
We've worked on the agreement, Judge. We were not able to come to an agreement, so we have to get a setting for trial.
All right, Deputy Laura. Gadena needs to be sent back to jail and brought over dressed for trial. Today is your jury trial date and plea deadline date. So if you could ask them to do a rush on him. All right, we'll see you back this afternoon for jury trial.
Trial today, Judge?
Yes, because today was set for a jury trial and plea deadline date.
But
And-
yesterday was just a plea deadline.
No, yesterday was plea deadline date and jury trial date. It was set at the same time.
See, I didn't know that. I haven't got it closed.
Oh, no, they'll send you back. And you'll be brought over dressed.
Jury selection later today?
Yes. All right, who's here on Duran Evans?
Yes, sir.
All right, so what is happening with this case?
This is a case that was transferred from the 399th. We had been on the trial docket down there for over a year trying to get a trial. We're requesting a jury trial. Your Honor.
Right?
If they want a trial, that's fine. I was just gonna make sure that all discovery is properly disclosed.
Mhm.
Assuming it is, I would assume it has been if it's been over there for so long. Otherwise, if he wants his trial, then we're fine with the jury trial.
All right, see you back at 1:30.
Today?
Yes. All right, see you all at 1:30.
Thank you.
I was told originally that this was a discovery setting. This is the first setting.
But now you said you wanted a jury trial and you all been waiting for a jury trial, so I'm giving you one.
My only issue is that I've had witnesses, we've shown up for trial, I think at least 10 times. We've had judges the judge told us 3 nights, you have to wait and see if this board hour goes. So I've more than a few witnesses that have had to miss work, and I've been trying to coordinate with them. I double checked that this was not going to be a trial setting.
Mhm.
I was told it's a discovery setting. It's not going to go to.
So
trial.
here's the thing, I would tell attorneys, don't lead with, we've been waiting for a jury trial, we want a jury trial, and then when I give you a jury trial, then it's, well, really not today. So I'll see you all back at 1:30. You can call and see if your witnesses are available. If they're not, then you need to file a motion for continuance and the court will hear it.
Notice the tension here. Attorneys scrambling over jury trial logistics. Courts aren't just about verdicts, they're also about timing, witness availability, and procedural precision. The judge is basically saying, don't assume a trial will happen on your schedule. This is courtroom reality. Lawyers and clients might think they're ready, but the system moves on its own clock. Also, side note, witness coordination can literally make or break a trial, so this back and forth is more important than it sounds.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Who's here on Caitlyn Jeffrey? Is this a status update on the MIC evaluation?
Correct, Judge.
All right, and where are we on that?
So, Judge, it was completed yesterday, my understanding, as well as given by probation.
All right, thank you. All right, Caitlyn Jeffrey, if you'll come down. Hello.
Hi,
How are you doing today?
I'm a little anxious.
All right,
I'm doing good.
okay, what are you anxious about?
Well, just that you said that you were gonna release me today if I came back before you.
Well, no, I said we're
Upon-
gonna get an update
Right.
for the MIC evaluation. Here's the thing,
Okay.
you're on probation, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't want you to fail
Right.
at probation. The issue is that your MIC evaluation results are suggesting a Takami evaluation or, and your appointment for the Takami evaluation probation. With Takami evaluations, it says that it's in March. Is there any way that we can see if Center for Healthcare Services will be able to take care of any mental health issues?
That's my understanding that they are backed up. I think March was the earliest.
But is she allowed to do Center for Healthcare Services or no?
I believe that they take walk-ins, so I don't think it's vital.
Judge, if I may add a few things on behalf of my client. Her fiance is here in the gallery, Judge, and I spoke to her before coming forward with you, Judge, and she is prepared to give some testimony regarding their plan as far as if Caitlyn is released. When I first met Caitlyn, she was coming out of being unstable, and she is obviously way stable now, more stable now. She's been on medication.
Well, let's call the fiance.
Okay, yes, Judge.
All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 013204, State versus Caitlyn Nicole Jeffrey. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Lauren Smith for the state.
And Jonathan Alvarado for the defense.
And are you Caitlyn Jeffrey?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court has received the results of the MIC evaluation. The MIC evaluation is suggesting that there be, that she remain in custody for Takami. And in regards to the Takami evaluations, those have to be done in custody. They're telling me that their next available date for her would be March 31st, 2026. That's their recommendation. They're saying that the optional treatment plan would be Center for Healthcare Services. So you stated you have a witness
Yes, Judge.
to speak to her stability.
Yes, Judge.
All right, call your witness.
Defense calls Danielle Hart.
All right, and if you'll step to this
Yes,
side, please. All right, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Same.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Danielle Hart.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Hart, you know we're here today for a probation hearing regarding Caitlyn. Can you explain to the court who you are to Caitlyn?
I'm her fiance.
How long have you known Caitlyn?
A little over 2 years.
And are you aware of Caitlyn's mental health issues?
Yes, I am.
How are you aware of that?
She has told me in her own words, I've experienced an onset of an episode as well as seen her when she is stable on her medication as well.
And when she's stable on medication, is she somebody who can function, be a normal person in society, be somebody who's not a threat to others and herself?
Correct, yes, she was on her medication, she's fully functional, school full-time, work full-time, as well as holding a social life.
Now, regarding Caitlyn's past, she's here today on a less than 1 gram Bloomington 2 case, but she does have some prior cases.
Correct.
Is that fair? And isn't it true that she actually is on parole?
Yes,
Okay. And from what you told me and what Caitlyn told me, she actually has a parole hearing next. Is that fair?
yes, sir, on the 10th,
And is it your understanding, and obviously we don't know until the hearing,
correct.
but that because she was granted probation in this case, that there is a strong likelihood she would continue on parole?
Yes.
With regards to if and when Caitlyn is released, what are y'all's plans as far as keeping Caitlyn stable in an unstructured environment?
Well, I work from home. I own my own company. I work in marketing and consulting other businesses and helping them function properly. So I'm able to relocate. I'm planning on moving to San Antonio. For one, I'm the one person that she does trust to handle her affairs. She actually signed power of attorney over to me on her own accord and own suggestion upon this incarceration. We do plan on going to parole and probation, checking in, as well as she has opted to offer to go to Laurel Ridge upon release for a like a crisis care for a few days, just to get back on track with mental health, get the medication rolling again, continuing what she has here. I have seen a big difference, and she has between being incarcerated and.
Pause here. This is genuinely compelling. The fiancé isn't just a witness, he's the linchpin in Caitlyn's stability plan. Work from home job, structured medication, parole check-ins, crisis care at Laurel Ridge. He's literally outlining a living roadmap to prevent relapse. In courtroom storytelling, moments like this humanize the defendant. This isn't just about loss, it's about strategy, compassion, and planning to navigate the system successfully.
Now, as far as being stable on her medication. So we do plan on continuing the medication, and then her going back to work and school as well, once Laurel Ridge is finished.
And as far as work goes, we've all been able to obtain employment for her through, I think, your connections, or maybe with you, is that right?
No, it's through my friend. He has a few different companies, and he's extended a sales position to her, which would also work from home and allow her to, I guess, the flexibility to do everything that parole and probation requires her to do as well. It's an office job. He would supply her with the laptop and everything else that she needs for the job as well.
And going back a little bit, when this offense happened, who'd she living to? Caitlyn.
She was living with her mother.
Okay. And her mother actually came to court last time, is that right?
Yes.
And she's supportive of Caitlyn, but my understanding is that upon release, y'all are gonna living separately. It's not gonna be like she's living with her mom. Is that fair?
So we would be living together as immediately
You
upon
would.
release. Correct. Yes. Mhm. And it would likely be at her mom's house. And
Okay,
Mhm.
at first. Okay. And does the mom have any issue with that?
As far as we know, no.
Now, the court understandably is probably concerned that upon release, if TDRF is not put into place, that she could be unstable. Can
Correct.
you explain some of the things y'all have in mind? What will you be personally doing as far as helping with Caitlyn staying on track and staying stable?
So I've been, I also have a friend with schizoaffective disorder, so I've dealt with this for a long time. I've also been attending NAMI courses out in Sugar Land in Houston, both online and in person, to help me become a better supportive spouse as well for her. As in reference to knowledge on the disorder, to help me learn how to deal with episodes as they begin. I've also learned that the cognitive behavior therapy is one of the best ones, because it teaches them how to not just stop, it doesn't necessarily stop the episode, but it teaches them ways to distract themselves when they feel the episode on onset, I guess is the best way to put it.
As far as you know, has Caitlyn had something like that in her life?
No, she has not. This is the first time she has had somebody that is willing to help her tackle the mental health issue, which is the root of everything else, I believe.
I pass it on to Judge.
Any questions?
Very briefly, So you stated that you and Caitlyn have known each other for about 2 years, is that correct? Were y'all in a relationship on or about July 30th, 2000?
No.
Okay, so you met or prior to the incident,
Correct,
y'all were not
yes.
speaking in that time. Okay, where did you reside in July 2025?
Sugarland.
Sugarland, where is that? 2025, you weren't taking a role to ensure Caitlin's stability, got that?
Correct, yes, ma'am.
So why the difference now versus that?
We were on and off for a while, and then she went into one of her episodes, completely cut me out. I know better than to push when it comes to that kind of disorder. But now that she is stable on her medication at the last time I saw her and spoke with her, she was not. And so, but this time, like I said, she willingly relinquished power of attorney over to me. And so I now have, I guess, over her affairs and can ensure that she can do what she needs to do.
So what are you going to do if Miss Jeffrey has an unstable episode and tries to push you out?
So, like I said, I've been taking classes, and one thing I've learned is to just talk calmly, rationally, not argue. And I have learned that it can get a little combative, but I've also learned how to, I guess, relieve that as well in the classes.
No further questions.
All right, I just have a few, any objections?
No judge.
All right. Where you all are planning to live, are there any minors in the home?
Yes,
What are their ages?
16.
16? And what is,
Yeah, it's her daughter.
it's her daughter? And has Child Protective Services been involved?
Not that I'm aware of. No, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, if you'll come forward. So this is what I'm going to do. Her parole hearing is on December 10th. I've done parole hearings before. So sometimes when you have a parole hearing, the hearings officer will let you know, this is what I'm going to be recommending. Sometimes they don't. Usually whatever the hearing officer recommends is usually what ends up happening. So since your parole hearing is on December 10th, I'm going to recall this on December 18th, and I'll make my decision. What I can tell you, if parole continues you, then more likely than not, I'm going to want you to be set up with appointments for Center for Healthcare Services, because that is a long time to wait if she's stable. And counsel, what I'll need from you
Yes, Judge.
is a report from the jail that she's stable on her medications and she's actually med compliant.
Okay.
So of course, you'll need to get a release from her and they'll give you the information.
This is a textbook example of conditional release planning. Notice how the judge intertwines parole decisions with probation and mental health care. It's not arbitrary. Each step is legally interconnected. Parole officer's recommendation plus proof of medication compliance plus Center for Healthcare Services equals likely release. Miss any link and a motion to revoke is immediate. For viewers, this is legal dominoes in action. One misstep and the consequences cascade.
So if I receive information from you that she's med compliant, and if your hearings officer says we're going to continue you on parole, then more likely than not, I'll be releasing her to do treatment for Center for Healthcare Services. But if she doesn't follow through with Center for Healthcare Services, a motion to revoke is going to be filed. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. I definitely will follow through.
All right, so you're going to be recalled back here on December 18th because I've been told that your parole hearing is on December 10th.
Yes, ma'am.
Because it would do me no good to say, we're going to release you for Center for Healthcare Services. Because if you have, we can go off the record, because if you have a parole hold, they're not going to release you anyway. And if they decide to revoke you on your parole, then you may not want to be on probation here, because when you leave parole, you'll be on probation.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, when you leave prison, you'll be on probation.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have any questions about anything?
No, thank you.
All right. You're welcome. We'll see you back on December 18th.
Yes, ma'am.
Judge.
You're welcome. And Norma, that'll be for status.
Yes.
Zenaida Ramirez.
Morning, Judge.
Hello. Why were you late for court?
I was outside, waiting in line and parking, trying to find parking right there.
All right, so here's the thing. In this court, docket starts at 9.
Okay.
So now you know the time crunch you have standing in line, you can calculate that.
Yes,
But you
ma'am.
need to be in court at 9, you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, where are we on discovery?
Your Honor, I believe we've got most of the discovery that is available at this time. And so we're pretty satisfied we got what is available so far.
State, were you able to tender an offer? All right, Ms. Ferguson. This is PTD. Can you give me a date for the last day in December to make sure that the application is completed? All right, we're going to be back here on December 18th. Make sure that you're on time and counsel. Just make sure the application is completed.
Yes, Your Honor, I completed it personally and turned it into the cage down the hall.
Oh, you've already completed it?
It's already complete, Judge.
Thank you.
We're ahead of
All
the
right,
curve.
Norma, then give me a different date for PTD. All right, then we will move you to January 5th.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. So are you out of Bear County?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm in Bear County.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. My first time meeting you. It's, Rudy,
Yeah.
okay.
Rudy Wantier, Judge.
Wattier. Ah, is that a Louisiana
It's a
connection?
French background. My grandparents are from Belgium. So
Oh, wow. They don't consider themselves French though, right?
well, there's a little bit of contention there, Judge, but at the end of the day, those borders move all the time over there in Europe. So
Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you. Well, have a good one. Once she signs the reset form, she's excused. Just have a seat and your attorney will bring the reset form to you.
Okay.
All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you.